I wanted to say I am sorry for the loss of your son. I did not know how old he was. I thought he was a little bit younger than I am, and I did not know if he was armed or not.
And I'm sorry, sir, you're not really addressing that to the court. You're doing it here to the victim's family. Is that correct?
They are here in the court. Yes.
I understand, but I thought you were going to address Your Honor, Judge Lester, not. So that's really addressed to the family and where the media happens to be, correct, Mr. Zimmerman?
No, to the mother and the father.
Okay. And tell me, after you committed this crime and you spoke to the police, did you ever make that statement to the police, sir? That you were sorry for what you've done or they're lost?
No, sir.
You never stated that, did you?
I don't remember what I said. I believe I did say that.
You told that to the police?
In one of the statements, I said that I felt sorry for the family.
You did?
Yes, sir.
So that would be recorded because all those conversations were recorded, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're sure you said that?
I'm fairly certain.
Okay. And so, which officer did you tell that to? I think you gave 5 statements, I believe, total.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. All the names blend together.
Okay. And do you remember if it was a male or a female?
There were both males and females.
At the time you made that statement that you were sorry?
Yes, sir.
And let me make sure the record's clear. You stated exactly what to those detectives?
I don't remember exactly what verbatim.
Okay. But you're saying you expressed that concern for the loss of Mr. Martin, or that you had shot Mr. Martin, that you actually felt sorry for him?
I felt sorry that they lost their child, yes.
And so you told detectives that you wanted them to convey that to the parents?
I don't know if they were detectives or not.
Officers, I apologize.
I didn't know if they were going to convey it or not. I just made the statement.
Okay. And then you said that you called them up or you left a message for them to tell them that?
No, sir.
Why did you wait 50-something days to tell them, that is the parents?
I don't understand the question, sir.
Why did you wait so long to tell Mr. Martin and the victim's mother, father and mother, why did you wait so long to tell them?
I was told not to communicate with them.
Okay. So even through your attorney, you didn't ask to do it right away? Your former attorneys or anything?
I did ask them to express that to them, and they said that they were going to.
So here's what I'm wondering tonight. Was this a strategic move? Was it a sincere apology? Now, Zimmerman's attorney says that George Zimmerman wanted to have a private meeting with Trayvon's parents to apologize. They declined. They also questioned the timing of the meeting. Let me bring in Gene Casares, who is in Sanford, Florida, correspondent for In Session on her sister network, True TV. Gene, we saw it through the television screen, but you saw it in person. You were in the room at that moment. Describe for the folks at home what was happening, what it was like, and what struck your attention at the moment that George Zimmerman takes the stand.
Vinny, it just sort of came out of the blue, right? We were in the midst of a hearing. It was near its conclusion, and all of a sudden the defense, Mark O'Mara, says, Your Honor, the defendant would like to make a statement to the court. So what I was visualizing was just sort of standing at the podium like a defendant can do and talk to the court, the judge. But he just kept walking, and he walked to the witness stand, and he was in shackles, and I could see very well that there was padding underneath his clothes, and I was able to confirm later he did have a bulletproof vest on that went all the way down his torso. He got to the witness stand, swore an oath, and began to testify, not to the court, but to the family that was seated right behind me.
Mark Nijem, HLN legal analyst, with us tonight. Mark, the last time I had a moment that came close to being this shocking, well, actually it was probably a little bit more shocking, was when we were sitting next to each other when that verdict was read in the Orange County Courthouse last summer. How shocking was this, that George Zimmerman, at this stage of the proceedings, at this moment, takes the stand, raises his right hand, and apologizes?
I don't get shocked too often anymore about what happens. I was very surprised. Shocked, maybe not quite that much, but very, very surprised. Everything else played out pretty much as I anticipated. I think that It laid itself out to what I expected both sides to do. I thought the prosecution would do a better job, actually. I thought they left themselves wide open. But when it came to the point about Zimmerman testifying, I got to tell you, that's a calculated risk on behalf of O'Mara and the defense. I'm not sure I would have done it. We'll see how it plays out. He clearly wanted to humanize him, but, anytime you make a statement, that can always be attacked.
What you say can and will be used against you. Sonny Hostin with me here. Sonny, how about what is the impact of this moment? I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what it all means here, because I had no idea. I didn't think that he would have any chance of getting up on the stand and allow the prosecutor to ask some questions. But the apology, does that do anything?
I think in the short term it didn't do anything in front of this judge. I don't think that the judge considered that in determining bond. I think certainly it's being considered in the court of public opinion. I'm getting tweets, I'm getting Facebook comments. It's certainly humanized him. I'm seeing a change in sort of the opinion of the public as to George Zimmerman. I do think, Vinny, in the long run, this is going to hurt George Zimmerman. I mean, you and I have talked about it. He is now wedded to those three statements. I feel sorry for the loss of your son.
Yep.
More importantly, I thought he was a little younger than I am. That's not what he said on those 911 tapes. And then finally, I did not know if he was armed or not. Well, really, he told the police that that Trayvon Martin tried to reach for his gun, and that's why he shot him. So those, I think, are inconsistent statements that will eventually really come back to haunt him.
Diana Tennis, how about it? George Zimmerman apologizing. First opportunity.